Time management relies not on feelings, but on a system. Hello. In the last class, I talked about how life is not about how many things you complete, but in doing critical things with your heart and soul, and doing them to the best of your ability. I also talked about focusing on the top 20%, the most important things. This is the essence of time management that the father of management, Peter Drucker, taught us. I also talked about Stephen Covey's lesson that we need to complete important but non-urgent matters first. But since we're too busy accomplishing our immediately urgent matters, how can we ever complete these important and non-urgent matters? Finally, I talked about the importance of the GTD method. Here, GTD is short for getting things done. It's an American slang term meaning 搞定 in Chinese. This is also the name of 3 books, Getting Things Done 1, 2, and 3, written by American author David Allen. I discovered Getting Things Done 1 decade ago. At that time, I felt so happy and fortunate to have discovered this great book, and I learned a critical lesson needed to be more productive. Today, I'm going to share with you a critical idea called CPU. No, it's not a hard disk. We all have a brain, but not all of us know the features of our brain. What is interesting is that all 3 philosophical thoughts in China emphasize the same topic, and they repeatedly talk about one thing. That is, to live in the present. Time is the present. We cannot access the past or the future during the present moment, but we can feel the present at this time. Even in Buddhist texts, there is the concept of absent-minded. Let me explain why that concept appears and what it means. We have numerous ideas in our brains at all times, and when we leave a task unfinished, we will think about what we will do, what we should do, what we must do, and so on. We will think about our task, we'll even think about other people's tasks, and as long as these matters remain unfinished, we will feel anxiety. However, it's not easy for us to remember details. How many pages can you remember out of the book that you read yesterday? We remember very little. It is very difficult for our brain to remember details. So, if we do not accomplish tasks immediately, we will forget them, and then, of course, we will not worry about them. And as long as we are not worrying about them, it will be easy for us to forget them. Also, when more and more tasks accumulate, we will also begin to forget tasks. In reality, then, our brain is designed to think, not to memorize. But we often use it for memorizing. It's very hard to memorize because the brain's storage capacity is limited. Therefore, as the storage reaches capacity, we become anxious about these unfinished matters. Then what happens? Well, we're easily distracted. Distraction makes it hard to concentrate. So according to David Allen, in summary, we should live in the present and be attentive if we want to get things done. But then what is attention? It means no distractions. What does no distraction mean? It means that you have no unfinished tasks, while distraction means that you have unfinished tasks. So we can't rely on our brain to manage ourselves. We must rely on a system, and this system should be reliable. Papers and pens can count as a reliable system, but it's the internet age, so we better be better off using mobile phones. We need to record all of the thoughts in our brain. It's like they say, a poor ability to write is always better than a very good memory. When we write down all matters, our brain is emptied. Usually at this point, many of my students will tell me, "Teacher, I know all about what you mean, and I do write everything down. But have you thought about at what times you actually write things down?" If you're like most people, you write things down only during your busy times, your urgent times, or during the meetings. When do you write about things from your daily life? Have you written about what you want to accomplish in the distant future? So you must record things that come from focused thought and comprehension. In other words, your collection of tasks and thoughts are usually far from comprehension. Today I'm telling you to drive all things from your brain. Do not use your brain to memorize matters. You need a useful and reliable tool to capture these thoughts. It will be better for the tool to be at your hand at any given moment. Though you can use papers and pen, you'll only throw it away afterwards. It's more efficient and effective to record matters with mobile phones or computers. Mobile phones are the most convenient tools. Now, we have a lot of phone apps that help us accomplish this task nicely. Later, we'll share some of these tools with you. And when you have these advanced tools in your hand, you can record matters at any time. And when you can do this, your brain will be relaxed. And the more reliable the tool is, the more your brain will rely on the tool. Then your brain can spend less time memorizing and more time and energy doing what it's supposed to do. Think. Every day when you have a new task or worry or idea, you can add them to your records. Of course, it's just the first step to write them down. But this is the essence of the idea of GTD, getting things done. Then we'll need a process to solve the problem of managing our time. This will be shared in the next class. If you feel my opinions are worthwhile, please share your comments with us and I will respond to it. Thank you.